Hello everyone, so this is the last part of this line-wise explanation series of the chapter named birth. So till now we have seen that the doctor is giving his level best, all the efforts he is putting into this case in order to bring life into that newborn baby. He somehow saved the mother, the patient, and now he is giving his level best in order to bring life into this newborn baby. So whatever methods he is taking with the hot water, cold water, the rubbing with that blanket and all these things on the back of the little baby, whether all these things will bring any kind of fruitful news or not, that we will see in this video, right? So let's go into the line-wise explanation again. Page 69, the last part. And then, as by a miracle, the pygmy chest which his hands enclosed gave a short convulsive heave, another, and you turned giddy. The sense of life springing beneath his fingers, after all, that unavailing striving, was so exquisite it almost made him faint. So suddenly, when he was giving all his efforts, suddenly he felt that there was the movement in that pygmy chest, in the small chest. He can feel the heartbeat, right? And he was so happy that he is about to faint out of excitement. He redoubled his efforts feverishly, and whatever he was doing, he is doing it more seriously. The child was gasping now, deeper and deeper. A bubble of mucus came from one tiny nostril, a joyful iridescent bubble. The limbs were no longer boneless, the head no longer lay back spinelessly. The blanched skin was slowly turning pink, then exquisitely came the child's cry. And ultimately everything is under control. Everything. Starting from the child's cry to the skin color, the limbs, and he is feeling that the limbs means the hands and legs are not boneless. So everything is under control now. So this miracle ultimately happened with the different kinds of techniques. Dear Father in heaven, the nurse sobbed hysterically. It's come alive. Andrew handed her the child. He felt weak and dazed. About him, the room lay in a shuddering litter. So now the nurse is praying to the God that ultimately all the efforts that the doctor ultimately have done to this little baby, because of you, because of the God, the baby is getting its life. And thank you, God, for all your blessings. And now, what is the condition of the room? About him, the room lay in a shuddering litter. Blankets, towels, basins, soiled instruments, the hypodermic syringe impaled by its point in the linoleum, the ear knocked over, the kettle on its side in a puddle of water. Means everything is within the room. Whatever instruments, things he has used, all are scattered all over the room. Okay, the condition of the room is not at all good because of the operation, delivery, everything. Upon the huddled bed, the mother still dreamed her way quietly through the anesthetic. The old woman still stood against the wall, but her hands were together, her lips moved without sound. She was praying. And the old woman, she was still praying to the God because of the miracle that ultimately happened to the family. And we all know that this baby was very special, very special. Mechanically, Andrew wrung out his sleeve, pulled on his jacket, and he is now folding his sleeves, the sleeves of the shirt. Okay, and he is now taking his jacket. I will fetch my bag later, nurse. And what he is saying, that I will take my bag later on. He went downstairs through the kitchen into the scullery. Scullery, you can see the footnote, a room for washing dishes and for similar work. Okay, so now he is going to that particular room. His lips were dry. At the scullery, he took a long drink of water. He reached for his hat and coat. So now he is ready to leave the family, the house. Outside, he found Joe standing on the pavement with a tense, expectant face. And outside, he found Joe. Joe means the husband, who was having the tension because his wife was pregnant. Now, what the doctor is saying to the character, to Joe. All right, Joe, both all right. he said thickly. So don't worry, the mother as well as the child, both of them are all right. You don't worry. It was quite light, nearly 5 o'clock. A few miners were already in the street. The first of the night shift moving out as Andrew walked with them, spent and slow, his footfalls echoing with the others under the morning sky. He kept thinking blindly, oblivious to all other work he had done in Blenley. Now, when he was about to leave the house and he left it, after that he found some of the workers and he joined them, and now he is thinking blindly, and he is also praying to God. He is saying to God what? By looking at the sky, I have done something. Oh God, I have done something real at last. So now he is also very happy, satisfied that I have done something that makes the family happy. Right? So this is the satisfaction level of the doctor. So what we have learned from the chapter, the doctor and the quarrel with the girl, and he was not very happy in the beginning. Right? After that the character entered, Joe, and he took the doctor to his home. There he ultimately saw the patient and he was making the plan, and at the same time in page 66 he was thinking about the broken marriages, the failure of the marriages, and at last he is now taking proper care of the patient and the baby and the different techniques that he used in order to bring life into that newborn baby. Right? So somehow whatever efforts, whatever techniques he ultimately used, it ultimately worked, and both the mother and the little baby, they were saved by the doctor. So we can say that personal problems will be there. Everyone is having personal problems, but when it comes into the question of professional work, we all should give our best in order to perform our level best as well as to save someone. So here the doctor ultimately performed his level best. He was mentally disturbed, but at the same time he performed his duty. So internally he was having different kinds of problems. He was not happy, but because of this professional satisfaction, because of this night, because of the efforts that he has given in order to save the baby, it ultimately turned his mood into a happy person. He ultimately became a happy person at the end, and he is thanking God, and what he is saying that I have done something. And this is not at all something, we all know. We all know this is not something, this is a huge thing, because he is saving a life. Right? So it is in our hand that what shall we do whenever we are having this kind of problem in our personal and professional life. So we have to perform both the duties. We have to maintain the balance. Right? So this is all about the chapter birth. Please go through the details and read the text in order to question all the MCQs that I am saying in my every videos. Right? So here I end the chapter Birth by A.J. Cronin. Thank you.